Are you struggling with a lack of self-discipline? This common challenge can make it difficult to stay focused on your goals, resist temptations, and maintain consistent habits. The struggle often leads to feelings of frustration, unfulfilled potential, and a lack of progress in both personal and professional areas of your life. If you're looking for practical guidance and strategies to build and strengthen your self-discipline, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius is a great place to start. Marcus Aurelius was the emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 AD and is celebrated as the last of the 5 good emperors. Despite the immense responsibilities of ruling an empire, Aurelius managed to write a series of personal reflections and philosophical musings, now known as the Meditations. In these writings, he shared profound insights on how to cultivate self-discipline. In this video, we'll explore 10 of the most important lessons on self-discipline from Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. These timeless principles will help you overcome the obstacles that stand in the way of achieving your aspirations and leading a more purposeful, controlled, and fulfilling life. Before we begin, I kindly ask you to like the video to support spreading Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. 1. Find your purpose. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for?'" Marcus Aurelius believed that each of us has a purpose, something we were created for. It's our duty to fulfill that purpose because it's what gets us out of bed each morning. When you clearly understand your goals and how your tasks fit within them, you're more likely to complete those tasks. For example, imagine you need to study for an important exam. Your purpose is clear. Study diligently so you can pass the exam and advance your education. Despite feeling tired or distracted, you will push through because the task is essential for your future. The biggest source of self-discipline is having a reason to do the task. If you're unsure what to do, just start. If you want to be a musician, practice your instrument every day. If you want to be a fitness enthusiast, work out daily. Whatever you aspire to do, you don't need more motivation or research. Start practicing what interests you and tackle each day as it comes. Your purpose will provide the internal drive and motivation to propel you toward your goal. Self-discipline is about finding compelling reasons to do something and committing to seeing it through to the end. Marcus Aurelius advises, turn your desire to stone, quench your appetites, keep your mind centered on itself. Once you have a solid purpose, it's time to build a practical plan of action to help you accomplish your goal. Don't just commit to your goals, but also to all the little actions needed along the way. Be fully committed to doing whatever it takes to get the job done, no matter the challenges. 2. Take action. Self-discipline is about taking action regardless of how you feel physically, mentally, or emotionally. Everything you want in life, whether it's achieving a goal, becoming someone you aspire to be, or acquiring something valuable, relies on your ability to take the necessary steps even when you don't feel like it. Start by creating an effective action plan with a clear deadline for achieving your goal. This plan should include mini milestones that break your goal into manageable parts. These smaller steps ensure you're progressing toward your desired outcome in practical, achievable segments. This approach gives you control over your tasks and projects, helping you avoid feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelm can lead to procrastination, which can result in stagnation, and stagnation is the enemy of self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius said, "You must build up your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible, and no one can keep you from this." Even with a solid purpose and a practical plan, many people fail to achieve their goals because they lack consistency. We need to show up every day and put in the work. Simply showing up and engaging in your craft daily can significantly boost your mental endurance. It builds focus and helps you accept the long, challenging process required to achieve greatness. You must invest countless hours of effort before you see any rewards. Self-discipline is essentially the habit of consistency, finding the motivation to repeat a task until it becomes second nature and produces results. If you fail once, like skipping a workout when you know you should have exercised, it doesn't define you. What matters is your ability to get back on track and continue working toward your goals. 3. Ability to keep going. Failure doesn't define your character. Your ability to keep going despite setbacks is what molds you into a disciplined and strong person. Everyone has bad days, but a bad day doesn't have to become a bad week, and a bad week doesn't have to turn into a bad year. The key is resilience and the ability to rise each time you fall. When you wake up each morning, see it as a new beginning, a chance to start fresh and move forward. Open your eyes and focus on what's in front of you, life itself. Embrace the opportunities and challenges the new day brings, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to your growth. Self-discipline is about persistence and unwavering commitment to your goals, even when the going gets tough. It's about pushing through the obstacles, staying focused on your path, and not letting temporary failures derail your progress. Every setback is a learning opportunity, a chance to refine your approach and strengthen your resolve. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that life is built action by action. Each day presents a new opportunity to make progress, no matter how small. Consistency in your efforts is crucial. Show up every day, put in the work, and immerse yourself in your pursuits. This daily dedication builds mental endurance and fortifies your character. Imagine you're training for a marathon. Some days the runs feel effortless, but other days, every step is a struggle. It's easy to give up on those tough days, but pushing through them is what makes you stronger. The discipline you develop from continuing your training, despite the difficulties, prepares you for the marathon ahead. Similarly, in life, it's the days when you keep going, even when it's hard, that build your resilience and self-discipline. Remember, self-discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Even if you falter, what matters most is your ability to get back up and continue striving towards your goals. Your journey is defined by your determination and the courage to keep moving forward, regardless of the hardships you face. 4. From small sacrifices to great strength. Marcus Aurelius once said, "We should discipline ourselves in small things, and from there progress to things of greater value." If you have a headache, practice not cursing. Don't curse every time you have an earache. And I'm not saying that you can't complain, only don't complain with your whole being. This advice highlights the importance of starting small in building self-discipline and gradually moving towards greater challenges. Voluntary hardship is a powerful way to cultivate self-discipline. It involves deliberately placing yourself in uncomfortable situations to toughen your mind and body. By making life routinely uncomfortable, you prepare yourself for real adversities. This could mean skipping a meal and experiencing hunger for a night, taking cold showers, refraining from smoking, sleeping on the floor, or leaving your jacket at home on a cold, rainy day. It might also involve donating half of your clothes to charity, going without social media for a few days, or putting your smartphone away in a drawer. Engaging in voluntary hardship regularly helps you understand what scarcity and discomfort feel like. It shows you that you can endure and thrive even in less than ideal conditions. This practice builds resilience and mental toughness, making it easier to face life's inevitable challenges without being overwhelmed. Imagine, for instance, deciding to walk to work instead of driving, even though it's a longer and more tiring journey. Or perhaps you choose to live without air conditioning during a hot summer week. These small acts of self-imposed hardship can significantly enhance your ability to cope with discomfort and build your self-discipline over time. 5. Control what you can. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom is essential for building self-discipline. When you let small things bother you, it disrupts your focus and hinders your progress towards your goals. Being easily distressed by minor inconveniences is detrimental to self-discipline. Imagine you're working diligently towards a goal, but then something outside of your control distracts and upsets you. This distraction can derail your progress and waste valuable time and energy. The best way to handle such situations is to practice the dichotomy of control, a principle taught by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. This concept involves distinguishing between what is within your control and what is not. By focusing on what you can control and accepting what you cannot, you can maintain your tranquility and stay on track. Here's a simple way to apply this principle when you're feeling distressed. Do you have a problem in your life? If no, then don't worry. If yes, can you do something about it? If yes, then don't worry because you can take action. If no, then don't worry because worrying won't change the outcome. This approach helps you avoid unnecessary stress and keeps you focused on what truly matters. Embracing the dichotomy of control means you don't play the victim. Instead, you take charge of your reactions and maintain your discipline. For example, if you're preparing for an important presentation and suddenly there's a technical glitch, instead of panicking, you can focus on what you can control: your preparation, your delivery, and your ability to stay calm. Accepting that technical issues are out of your control allows you to concentrate on your strengths and perform better. 6. Reject the victim mentality. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Do your job without whining." This simple yet powerful statement highlights the importance of taking responsibility for your actions and circumstances. Have you ever caught yourself saying things like, "I was just born this way. I never learned anything different. My parents set a terrible example," or "Everyone else does it"? These are common excuses people use to justify staying as they are instead of striving to improve. Adopting a victim mentality, where you constantly ask, "Why me?" is detrimental to mental toughness and self-discipline. While you may not always be at fault for your circumstances, your life depends on recognizing what is within your control and taking charge of those aspects. Instead of immediately resorting to self-pity, train yourself to frame situations differently. It's easy to blame others when things go wrong, but it takes real mental strength to step up even when it's not your fault and take action to correct the course. Be the person who steps in to take responsibility, not the one who looks the other way and blames others. When you see yourself as a victim, you give up control and avoid personal responsibility. Without a sense of ownership, achieving meaningful progress is impossible. By refusing to play the victim, you empower yourself to make changes and move forward, regardless of the challenges you face. For instance, if you're facing difficulties at work because of poor team dynamics, instead of blaming your colleagues or the management, take proactive steps to improve the situation. Offer constructive feedback, suggest solutions, and focus on what you can do to make a difference. This approach not only strengthens your self-discipline, but also builds resilience and leadership skills. So from now on, stop whining, start winning. Take the control of your life back because there are no greater excuses than your dreams. 7. The power of delayed gratification. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of doing what needs to be done rather than seeking immediate pleasure. He said, "So you were born to feel nice instead of doing things and experiencing them? Don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants and spiders and bees going about their individual tasks, putting the world in order as best they can? And you're not willing to do your job as a human being? Why aren't you running to do what your nature demands?" Delayed gratification is the ability to wait to get what you want, which is crucial for building self-discipline. Imagine you're saving money for a big purchase, like a new car. Along the way, you might be tempted to spend your savings on smaller, more immediate pleasures like dining out or buying gadgets. If you give in to these temptations, you might experience short-term happiness, but it could derail your savings goal. However, if you resist the urge and continue saving, you will eventually be able to afford the car you've been dreaming of, bringing you greater satisfaction in the long run. This ability to resist immediate temptations and stay focused on long-term goals is a key component of self-discipline. Delayed gratification involves putting off what you want now for a potentially greater reward later. For example, if you're studying for a major exam, you might want to spend your evenings watching TV or hanging out with friends. By choosing to study instead, you're investing in your future success, which can lead to better grades, improved career opportunities, and personal growth. Another example is training for a marathon. The immediate temptation might be to skip a day of training because you're tired or the weather is bad. However, by sticking to your training schedule, you build endurance and increase your chances of successfully completing the marathon. The sense of achievement and pride you'll feel at the finish line will far outweigh the temporary discomfort of training. Practicing delayed gratification helps you develop the self-discipline needed to achieve your long-term goals. It teaches you to prioritize what truly matters and resist the allure of short-term pleasures that can hinder your progress. 8. Silence the doubters. Marcus Aurelius advised, "When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety, that they should hold any particular opinion about you." In simple words, when someone criticizes or blames you, take a moment to look inside their soul and understand the kind of person they are. You'll realize there's no need to worry about their opinions. Whenever you deviate from the norm and decide to pursue your unique purpose in life, you will inevitably encounter naysayers and doubters. They criticize, object to, or oppose your actions and dreams. They might even be people who care about you but are afraid of change and progress, making their negative opinions harmful to your self-discipline. Allowing yourself to be bothered by the opinions of people you don't respect or know well is as pointless as being upset about the weather. It's a waste of energy. Their negative comments don't deserve your attention. Instead, maintain your peace of mind and don't let external voices disrupt your focus. Seek constructive feedback from those you respect, but ignore the habitual naysayers. Imagine you've decided to start your own business. Your old colleagues, who are afraid of taking risks, tell you it's a bad idea. Remember, their fear and criticism are reflections of their limitations, not yours. Stay focused on your goals. If you're aiming to lose weight and adopt a healthier lifestyle, you might face skepticism from friends who are comfortable with their unhealthy habits. But keep in mind, their opinions shouldn't derail your progress. So, in consciously tuning out the naysayers and the doubters, you keep your inner strength, protect your peace, and pursue your goals. 9. Learn from the best. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Socialize with people of good character, whether they're alive today or from the past, and model your life after theirs." To strengthen your self-discipline, it's important to look outward for guidance and inspiration. Identify role models who can help you along your journey. These could be friends, family members, colleagues, or even historical figures who have achieved the goals you are striving for. Ask yourself these questions. Who is currently succeeding in this area? Who has successfully achieved this goal? Who has mastered this habit? Who has made the change I want to make? Who has the self-discipline I aspire to have? Take the time to learn from these people. Ask them how they disciplined themselves, how they stayed committed to their actions, and what strategies they used to achieve their goals. Use their experiences and insights to guide and motivate you on your own path. For example, if you want to excel in your career, find a mentor who has already achieved significant success in your field. Learn from their work ethic, habits, and decision-making processes. Or if you're aiming to get fit, seek out friends or trainers who have maintained a healthy lifestyle. Ask them about their routines, diets, and how they stay motivated. By learning to recognize your role models, you can follow their footsteps towards your success, no matter what success means to you. 10. The power of daily self-review. Marcus Aurelius once said, "These are the characteristics of the rational soul: self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination. It reaps its own harvest and succeeds in its own purpose." To become more disciplined, one of the most effective methods is to scrutinize your actions daily and identify your weak points. Be brutally honest with yourself and take this time to connect with your subconscious. Practicing daily evening retrospection can significantly boost your self-awareness. By consistently evaluating your day, you'll gather valuable information to help you improve. Here are some questions to ask yourself. What did I do well today? Where were my discipline and self-control tested, and how did I handle it? What did I struggle with, and why? How can I improve tomorrow? While it's crucial to identify areas for improvement, it's equally important not to be too hard on yourself. Take a leaf out of Seneca's book and practice self-forgiveness. Research shows that forgiving yourself rather than beating yourself up prevents you from procrastinating. Alongside your critical evaluation, acknowledge your successes so you can replicate them. Be grateful for the good things that happened today. By following this reflective practice, you can cultivate self-discipline and make continuous progress toward your goals. As we come to the end of this journey through the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, remember that self-discipline is not a destination, but a continuous path of growth and self-improvement. Every step you take towards cultivating discipline is a step towards unlocking your true potential. Embrace the teachings of this great philosopher and let them guide you in your everyday life. When challenges arise, and they inevitably will, recall the strength and resilience of Marcus Aurelius. Use his principles to stay focused, maintain your inner peace, and keep moving forward. Understand that self-discipline is the key that will open doors to success, happiness, and fulfillment. No matter where you are in your journey, it's never too late to start or to keep going. Each day is a new opportunity to practice self-discipline, to grow, and to strive for greatness. Keep pushing forward, stay true to your purpose, and watch as you transform your life one disciplined action at a time. We've reached the end of our discussion, and I hope these insights have been helpful to you. Remember, you're an important part of this channel and community. If this video has helped you reflect, learn something new, or simply resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up so more people can benefit from Stoic wisdom. And if you haven't yet, check out our ebook on Stoicism and how to apply it in your life. Subscribe for a daily dose of Stoic wisdom and a more fulfilling life.